Breaking news from the stadium tonight as an anonymous fan foot the bill for 55,000 hot dogs, bringing that sweet tubed meat to everyone in attendance.
Free dogs! Yeah!
55,000 hot dogs? What does that even cost?
While the identity of this Frankfurter philanthropist remains anonymous, their all-beefy generosity will go down in history.
The new Mega Millions. More to win means more to give. How you spend it is up to you. Yeah!
For game odds and details, visit sceducationlottery.com.
Step into the world of power, loyalty, and luck.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
With family, cannolis, and spins mean everything.
Now, you wanna get mixed up in the family business.
Introducing The Godfather at ChumbaCasino.com. Test your luck in the shadowy world of The Godfather slot.
Someday, I will call upon you to do a service for me.
Play The Godfather, now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Welcome to the family.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
All right, welcome back, everyone, to the deep dive. We've got quite a stack of sources here today, and we are jumping right into something that's got the whole sports world talking. The 2025 NBA Finals. It's OKC Thunder, Indiana Pacers. Two really young, exciting teams going at it.
Yeah, and our goal today, our mission with this deep dive is basically to sift through all these reports, the stats, everything you've gathered, and really piece together the story of this series, especially focusing on that absolutely critical Game 5. We want to unpack what it means for the championship now, heading into Game 6.
It's been such a compelling matchup, hasn't it? A lot of energy, a lot of swings. And just so everyone's clear, the Thunder, Oklahoma City, they're up 3-2 right now over the Pacers.
Mm-hmm. And, getting to this 3-2 point, it's been a real roller coaster. Just looking at the scores doesn't quite capture the momentum shifts these sources are talking about through those first 4 games.
Okay, let's trace that path then.
Yeah.
Game 1, back in Oklahoma City. The sources paint that as a bit of a shocker to start things off.
Definitely. The Pacers walked right into OKC, stole home court advantage immediately. Tyrese Halliburton, he leads this late comeback. They squeak out a win, 116-115. A huge statement right out of the gate from Indiana.
Showed they weren't going to be intimidated.
Exactly.
But OKC didn't seem to panic. Game 2, still at their place. They hit back hard. The reports suggest they really learned from Game 1, played a full 48 minutes this time.
Yeah, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the MVP, he was clearly the driving force. They looked much more comfortable in that 108-92 win, showed they could adjust.
Right, so then the series shifts to Indianapolis for Game 3. Pacers back home.
And they definitely used that home crowd, got their fast pace going, took Game 3, 114-106. Halliburton was great again, almost had a triple-double. What was it? 22 points, 9 boards, 11 assists.
Pretty close.
Yeah, but also Benedict Mathurin stepped up big time, playoff career high, 27 points for him. Showed that Pacers depth we keep hearing about.
Okay, so 2-1 Pacers. Then Game 4, still in Indy. This one sounds like the real classic, the most evenly matched game based on the reports.
Oh, totally. Just back and forth. The Pacers, they came out hot from 3 like they do, but Jalen Williams for OKC answered right back. I think he had like 13 points just in the first quarter alone.
Wow.
And Chet Holmgren was apparently a force inside too. A double-double, 14 points, 15 rebounds for him.
And something the sources really highlighted for Game 4 was the bench play, specifically Alex Caruso for OKC. Sounds like he had a massive impact. 20 points, 5 steals, really disrupting things.
Yeah, the reports mentioned he was a big reason the Pacers had, I think, 15 turnovers overall in that game. He was everywhere defensively.
But the Pacers stars were still producing. Pascal Siakam had a great all-around game, right? 20 points, rebounds, assists, steals.
Yeah, 20, 8 and 5, plus 5 steals. He was doing a bit of everything. Halliburton chipped in 18 and 7 assists, too. And despite all that back and forth, the Pacers actually had a 7-point lead going into the fourth quarter.
Okay, so up 7, fourth quarter, at home, chance to go up 3-1. This is where the MVP really showed up, according to the sources.
Oh, absolutely. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander just saved his best for the absolute end, scored 15 of his 35 points in just the last 5 minutes of the game.
15 in 5 minutes.
Yeah, just willed them back, snatched that road win, tied the series 2-2. Huge swing.
Which, of course, sets up the massive Game 5 back in OKC.
The ultimate swing game. Like the sources said, winner takes that commanding 3-2 lead. And the Thunder got it done. Final score. 120-109.
But it wasn't smooth sailing, was it?
Yeah.
I read OKC got out to a big lead early, like 18 points. Looked like maybe a blowout.
It did for a bit, yeah. They came out really strong. But these Pacers, their resilience is, it's become their calling card this postseason. The sources keep bringing this up. They had 5 wins coming into this game after being down 15 points or more. That's apparently unmatched in playoff history.
Incredible.
So yeah, they weren't just going to roll over down 18. They fought back.
And they fought back even with their main guy, Tyrese Halliburton, really struggling in Game 5. His stat line was, well, varied on Halliburton, like 4 points, 0 field goals made.
Yes, 0 for 6 from the floor. 0 for 4 from 3. He did grab 7 rebounds, dish out 6 assists, but offensively just not there. And the reports indicated he aggravated a leg issue maybe in the first quarter. He just didn't look right.
His coach, Rick Carlisle, basically confirmed it after the game.
Yeah.
There's a quote in the sources. He just said, he's not 100%. It's pretty clear.
Yeah, you can't really hide that in the finals. That's a massive blow to their offense.
But even with Halliburton hobbled, that Pacers depth showed up again, didn't it? P.J. McConnell came off the bench.
Instant offense. Yeah, he scored like 13 points in under 7 minutes in the third quarter. Just gave them a huge spark.
Kept them alive.
Mm-hmm. And Pascal Siakam kept battling, too. He actually got them within 2 points in the fourth quarter, made it 95-93. He said something after the game, it's quoted here, "It kind of went away from us, but the fight was there, and you definitely saw that fight to get back into it."
But this time, unlike Game 1, OKC had the finishing kick. Pacers get close.
And the Thunder just slammed the door. They went on, what was it, an 18-4 run?
Yeah, something like that. It just a decisive stretch that put the game away and secured that crucial 3-2 lead.
So, okay, the Thunder win. They're up 3-2. What really stands out from the sources about how they won Game 5, it seems like individual brilliance was key.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Their 2 main guys were just sensational. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander,
Yep.
He did his usual thing, 31 points, 10 assists.
And those defensive stats, 4 blocks and 2 steals. That's just wow. The sources actually point out he's the first player ever to have a 30-point, 10-assist, 4-block, 2-steal game in the NBA Finals, ever.
That's insane history right there.
Yeah.
Incredible two-way impact.
Consistent brilliance, like you said. That's the MVP.
But Game 5,
Yeah.
wow. It really felt like the Jalen Williams game, didn't it? That's what everyone was calling it.
Oh, completely. He just exploded. A playoff career high, 40 points for him. And efficiently, too. 14 of 25 shooting, hit some threes, got to the line, plus 6 boards, 4 assists. Just an absolute masterclass. His previous best was 34, so he smashed that.
And the context here is important, something the sources emphasize. This happened when the Pacers were clearly trying to load up on SGA.
Right, exactly. They were throwing extra defenders at Shai, trying to make someone else beat them. And boy, did Jalen Williams beat them. Coach Danielle even talked about it, praised his great force, called it an unbelievable performance. He specifically mentioned how Williams, quote, kept us afloat in a lot of different periods, taking that pressure off SGA. That's huge strategically.
It really changes the dynamic for the Pacers defense moving forward.
Totally. And the historical notes on that 40-point game are pretty wild, too. He's only 24, right? 5th youngest player ever with 40-plus in the finals. Joins guys like Magic, Westbrook, Booker, Kyrie.
Elite company.
And get this, some reports highlighted that scoring 40 in a finals game is something legends like Larry Bird, Hakeem Olajuwon, Karl Malone, Kawhi, Dirk, they never actually did it in the finals.
No way, really?
Yeah. Puts that Game 5 performance from Williams into some serious perspective.
So you've got SGA being historically consistent. That was his 15 30-point game this postseason.
Puts him up there with names like Kobe, Hakeem, MJ for that kind of playoff scoring run.
And now you pair that MVP-level play with Jalen Williams proving he can drop 40 on any given night in the finals.
That's the scary thing for Indiana. That Thunder offense just looks incredibly dangerous now. It's not just the SGA show anymore.
Let's touch on the coaching, too, because the sources give them credit. Mark Daigneault for OKC, he's getting praise for more than just developing young talent. It's the in-series adjustments, too.
Yeah, definitely. Reports mention his focus on versatility, keeping the team grounded, but also his willingness to try things, like giving Alex Caruso those extended minutes in Game 4 that paid off so well defensively. He's not afraid to tinker.
And on the other side, Rick Carlisle. He's got the Pacers playing that fast, deep style.
Right, and you see his leadership in how they keep fighting, even with Halliburton clearly hurting. It's interesting seeing the team constructions clash, OKC's young stars plus defenders versus Indiana's pace and deep rotation. How they match up in Game 6 is key.
Okay, so let's look ahead. Thunder up 3-2. They head back to Indianapolis for Game 6.
And the history here, the sources are pretty clear. Teams winning Game 5 when tied 2-2 in the finals, they win the whole series 74% of the time.
74%. That's quite a number. 23 out of 31 times historically.
Yeah, it shows how big that Game 5 win really was. Huge momentum shift, puts all the pressure on the team that lost.
So Game 6 details. Thursday, June 19th, 8:3 p.m. Eastern, 7:30 Central. It's on ABC back at Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indy.
For the Thunder, this is it. Their chance. Win one more game and they are NBA champions. First time since the team moved to OKC, first franchise title since 1979 with the Sonics.
Wow. So what do they need to do? Just keep doing what they did in Game 5?
Pretty much seems like it. Keep up the defensive pressure. Rely on SGA and Jalen Williams to carry the offense. If those two play like they did in Game 5, it's going to be tough for Indiana.
And for the Pacers, it's simple, isn't it? Win or go home.
Absolutely do or die. On their home floor, they have to find a way to regroup fast after that Game 5 loss. The huge question mark is Halliburton's health. Can he be more effective? Even if he's not 100%, how much can he give them?
And they have to find an answer for slowing down both SGA and Williams now. They can't let both go off.
Defend home court, try to force a Game 7 back in OKC. You just know that building in Indianapolis is going to be absolutely electric. The crowd will be trying to will them to a win.
Man, it's been great digging through these sources. You really get a clear picture of the story, the key players, the strategies playing out in these finals. Hopefully this gives you, the listener, a solid handle on where everything stands heading into this massive game.
It really is high-stakes basketball. Doesn't get much better.
So maybe the final thought to leave you with, based purely on what we've discussed from these sources, you've got the history heavily favoring OKC after winning Game 5. You've got the major question about Halliburton's health for the Pacers. Can Indiana possibly summon that incredible resilience one more time? The resilience they've shown all playoffs to protect their home court and force a Game 7.
Or is this Thunder duo of SGA and Jalen Williams now fully unleashed, just too much firepower for the Pacers to handle on the road to the title?
Having a life scholarship and being able to afford to go to college made me feel inspired to go.
When I got a life scholarship, it was such a relief.
I knew that I wanted to have an impact. Having a life scholarship through the SC Education Lottery was huge. It gave me the opportunity to make that impact right here at home.
The South Carolina Education Lottery. A better you, a better us, a better South Carolina. Visit sceducationlottery.com/betteryou.
Riley Herbst from 2311 Racing here, and you know what grinds my gears? Waiting for coffee. But instead of counting frappes and lattes, I fire up Chumba Casino. No apps, no fuss, just fun social casino games to pass the time. By the time my coffee's ready,
order for Riley.
I've already taken a few victory laps. Next time you're stuck waiting, make it entertaining. Play for free at ChumbaCasino.com. Let's Chumba.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.